Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your August reading. It looks like you are breaking free. We will be having a lot of retrograde energy this season, and I'm feeling like you're just getting out of your mind. You're not letting your old belief systems, old things that would maybe stress you out, maybe trigger you, other people, projects, collaborations, communities, ideas, like your ex or whatever. It's just like there's this overall energy of being like, feeling very detached, which honestly feels different because I feel like Capricorn energy, like, no offense, but like you want to be involved. You want to be kind of like either in the drama, like proving people wrong and telling them what is quote unquote right, or you want to be like up top, delegating and organize. And now I just feel like you're just like, you know what? Figure it out yourself. If it's business, if it's work, if it's friends, family, community, whatever, it's just like, you couldn't pay me to fucking care. I don't care. And I don't want your money because, bitch, I am wealthy enough. Like, I am finding my own way. I am working towards new goals and ideas and things that will bring me a lot of abundance and opportunity and expansion. And if I'm going to be stuck here trying to convince you of my strategy or trying to convince you that I'm right or trying to convince you that you're fucking wrong, it's like, whatever. You can just be over there thinking you're right and you can act like an idiot yourself. I don't care, you know? It's just like, there's this overall energy of just really learning how to trust yourself and trust the process that is just like unfolding in front of you. I feel like a lot of you are figuring out how to get off of the like hamster wheel. It's like the people that are stuck or the toxic cycles that maybe you've been holding on to, or like old habits, behaviors, ideas, self-limiting beliefs, whatever. It's just like whatever you've been cycling through over and over and over. Maybe it's a person you've been a little bit obsessive about, or maybe an ex that you've been trying to clear or whatever. This Venus retrograde is asking you to really understand your own value and worth and stand in your power and just like identify with a new version of yourself who is more confident. And I know like Capricorn is already very confident, but again, not to offend you, it's a little bit of like a shell. It's kind of like externally we're confident, we're strong, and we're good, but internally we're still like, I'm just a little baby goat and I just want like someone to come hug me. And it's just like, so there's this overall energy of being like, no, I'm actually standing in my confidence and really understanding that like, I am good. I have the fucking skill sets. I really am that fucking bitch. You know what I mean? So it's just like, this is an overall sort of energy that I think the nodes shifting are bringing into the collective, and those nodes shifting is really affecting you also because it activates this cardinal cross. So you are involved in that cardinal cross. So if you haven't watched the nodes workshop, bitch, I don't know what you're doing. Like, you need to go and watch that workshop. The nodes shifting will be affecting you for the next 18 months. Especially if you have Aries, Capricorn, Cancer, or Libra energy in your chart. It's going to be strong, like stronger than the other signs. So make sure that you are watching that workshop, okay? I'll try to tag it below, or you can find it on my website. The link is in my bio, but there's an overall energy here. 9 of Swords reversed, 8 of Swords reversed, 10 of Wands reversed. It's like, if it is causing stress in your life, it needs to go. It needs to go. I don't care where it's from. It's like, you are in control of your life. You control your reality. You control your response. You control your perspective. So it's like, you need to use that control to create a better, more stable, softer, more comfortable and chill lifestyle for yourself. And if you're noticing other people are trying to take advantage of you, trying to convince you, trying to fight with you, trying to be right, it's like, then bitch, be right over there. Be right there, and I'll be right back. Jokes never coming back. You know, it's just like leave and go. And it's just like, when you decide to stop keeping yourself in situations where you know other people don't value you, then you're going to notice that like these other opportunities come forward. A Knight of Cups. I have a Page of Swords. It's like other people want to communicate with you. Other people want to offer you something, and you holding on or trying to get involved or trying to convince this other group of people, business, work, love, friends, whatever, you trying to convince this of something. It's like, what are you doing? Like, I'm sorry, but that is connected to your self-worth. You know what I mean? It's like you need to understand that you have more value and other people will recognize your value, and that is the kind of person, that is the kind of company you want to work with, because that will help you expand and elevate. When you're trying to convince people all the time, it's a waste of your energy because you already know your worth. And if you don't fully understand your worth, now with Venus retrograde in Leo, you have an opportunity to reflect on, all of the times and situations and connections that you stayed in because you wanted to convince them of your worth, when really you should have been convincing yourself of your worth so that you could drop this and move forward and find other people who already recognize your worth. Period. Rewind that and watch it again, okay? So use this Venus retrograde energy to cut those cords. And not only cut the cords to these people, but cut the cords to that old thought system. Cut the cords to that old way of interacting. Cut the cords to that old personality who, maybe played small or didn't really understand our value or whatever. So, and again, I have a cord cutting workshop, an energy clearing, and we plant seeds for new connections, new opportunities for money and abundance and growth and new romance. So if you're interested, you can find that on my website also. I'll try to tag a few things below. I think there's a shop button, whatever, but right now we have so many things happening in the sky. We have Leo season. We have the nodes that just shifted. We have Venus retrograde. We have the Lion's Gate portal happening on the 8th. And then we have Mercury retrograde starting when Virgo season starts in 2 weeks or whatever. So it's there's so much happening. Pluto is retrograde right now. So it's use this energy to realign yourself. We also just had a full moon in Aquarius, and that whole theme is about us breaking free from our self-limiting beliefs, from our old systems, from the things that make us feel small, or the old habits and structures that we continue to do that really don't benefit us. They're draining us. So I have this Ace of Swords. I have a Queen of Swords here for you. So there's so much clarity coming in for you. There is so much clarity. I also feel like some of you will be getting maybe a letter or messages. It feels like official documentation for something. Some of you maybe want to connect with a lawyer or have a coach or someone sort of review something or advise you on something. But I feel like you're going to be getting very clear about the details and the specifics. Probably for some of you about documents, or I'm hearing a landlord for one of you. But this overall energy is boundaries, communication, clarity. What do I want? What do I need? What do you expect? How do we match that? And all of this again comes from this new identity that is shifting, because that North node in Aries is shifting who we are and what we need. So it's that means your desires change, your what you need to feel satisfied in your relationships, business, love, friends, whatever. That is all shifting, right? I'm welcome to being human. This shit is always shifting, but when the planets are in different areas, it's depending on sort of the astrology and the sky is that's going to influence our experience. And right now our experience is going to be a lot of retrograde energy, a lot of reflection, reassessment, realignment, and reimagining and understanding ourselves in a new way so that we can establish better structures and boundaries and things like that. So I feel this is a very exciting time because there's a lot of opportunity, but what you don't want to do is get stuck in focusing on everything that you're quote unquote losing. Because when you start to change your identity, there's people, there's communities, there's habits, there's experiences, belief systems that you've become comfortable with and you've held on to for a long time. So when you start to get rid of those things, you feel a little bit energetically and emotionally naked, who the fuck am I? Which makes you feel a little bit stressed and worried and fearful, because your ego doesn't know what to hold on to. It doesn't know what to hold on to. It doesn't know who you are now. So it's there's a little bit of this triggering energy, but instead of feeling stressed, look at it I'm a clean slate and I can paint whatever picture I want now. That's exciting. So start to fill that energy with high vibrational things, with high vibrational experiences and positive behaviors and belief systems. And get a coach, journal, get creative. It's express yourself in new ways, go do new things, travel, taste new foods, etc. So There's an overall energy here that is very supportive, but it can feel a little bit overwhelming, and you get to decide like which do you want to focus on, like the excitement of reinventing yourself and starting a new chapter, or the stress of letting everything go, you know? So use this full moon energy to release any of those self-limiting beliefs. Definitely watch the Venus retrograde workshop to cut some of those cords, and then when you have time over the next couple weeks or couple months, watch the nodes workshop, because those are the top three things that are happening right now in the sky. And I feel like if you use these energies, you're going to open doors to a lot of new opportunities for expansion, abundance, new romance for sure, you know, love, connections, friendship, etc. So anyways, I love you, Capricorn. I will see you very soon. Ciao. Oh, and also please share this on your Instagram story. I support you, you support me. Let me know in the comments if this was helpful, and I'll see you around. Ciao. Boom.